Jimmy Butler is definitely the man in the playoffs. What are the 3 skills that he uses to dominate? Check it out. And the last one is definitely the one you should stick around for. Hey team, Coach Conley back with another Conley Hoops video. Today we're talking about Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. And we're going to talk about the 3 skills that he will use to dominate the NBA Finals. Check it out. And please like and subscribe to our channel so we can keep giving you great content. It always helps, and we want you as a subscriber. So let's get into playoff Jimmy. Jimmy Butler has been amazing in these playoffs, and amazing, he's one of the top scorers, and he's obviously done tremendous things in all 3 series that he's been a part of. But what separates Jimmy Butler? The first thing that really sets him apart is his offensive ability and the way it rises in the playoffs. His scoring average goes from 22 points a game all the way up to 29 points a game. And he rises in some of the biggest occasions. When we talk about Jimmy Butler, we're not only talking about his clutch scoring, but the other things he does away from the ball. First, you can see how he gets to the offensive glass. He is one of the best offensive rebounders on this Miami Heat team, and he dominates the glass all the time. He doesn't always need the ball in his hands to score. Another thing that separates Jimmy Butler's offensive skills is just his ability to take advantage of different types of players. On this clip, you can see how he takes advantage of Derek White. He knows he's a smaller defender. The first drive, he gets stopped. The second time he drives in there, though, he has an advantage and he uses it to score. On this clip against Grant Williams, he takes a different approach. It's more of a straight line, and he knows that Grant Williams isn't as athletic as him, so he uses his athleticism against him and goes up and finishes the bucket. As you can see on this clip, one of the things that I love about Jimmy Butler is his versatility. He can score from outside, off the drive, and even in the post-up, he can hit the fadeaway. Jimmy Butler is a master at getting to his spots. Here, he gets the switch onto Derek White. He's attacking from the wing. He knows Derek is too small to guard him. He takes him deep, deep into the post for the easy turnaround finish. And on offense, it doesn't just mean offensive skills. It means the things you do other than that. You have to be able to pass. Jimmy is also an unselfish player, and he empowers his teammates to score all the time. In this first clip, we can see him hit the pick and roll with Bam Adebayo and give him an easy finish in the paint. In this next clip, Jimmy takes what the defense gives him. They're laying off Martin. He sets up Martin with an easy pass, lets him shoot the jumper, and he crashes for a rebound. Jimmy is always willing to give the ball up to his teammates and empower them to score. It is known that he constantly is telling his teammates to shoot. Jimmy knows he can't do it all by himself, so he has to have help so he can take over when it matters most. The second set of skills that he has to be on the defensive end. Jimmy isn't only one of the toughest players on the team, but he's also one of the smartest defenders on the team as well. He leads by his defense, and that is huge for a team that's really undersized in the playoffs. If your best player is not playing defense on this team, there's no way this team can compete. On this first clip, it's so clear how smart he is because Jimmy sets up this steal. He sits on the roller, knowing that if he takes away the roller, the only next pass that he has is the one to the guy rolling up from the corner. He anticipates, he sets them up, and gets the easy steal. And his anticipation is amazing. On this backdoor cut, he literally is quick enough to turn his head, get his hand down, and take away the back cut for an easy layup. Against most players, that would have been an easy layup. But Jimmy's quick enough and smart enough to know what's coming next. And this last clip doesn't look like much. It really looks like he's not doing anything. But he is sitting ready for outlets. And the biggest thing about that is he's still anticipating. He's down in a stance and he's ready to go wherever that ball goes. It happens to come right to him, but he really is so active defensively, and it's very clear in every defensive series that he plays. Defenses have to be aware of him, and really, he's not the one you want to mess with when you're attacking. And skill number 3, probably the most important thing that any great player has to have, is mental toughness. The toughness to compete at almost the highest, most intense levels. Jimmy was never one of the biggest, strongest, most sought after players. He's had to fight for everything that he has. And you can see it in his game every time. He goes out, he goes to work, he's a Miami Heat player, and he gets the job done. And most of that, probably you've seen his off-season workouts. He works so hard in the off-season all the time. He puts in tremendous amount of work in the off-season, working on his shooting, working on his conditioning, working out in the weight room. It is always things that he's doing in and off the court to get in shape, to be ready for the rigors of an NBA season. And this is so when it matters most, he can perform at the highest levels. All that hard work comes down to him being able to perform when it matters most. As you could see in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, when Jimmy Butler went off in the fourth quarter. They were down, he went to work all by himself. He wanted the ball, he wanted to take them, and he put the team on his back to carry them to victory. The team really struggled in Game 4 of that series, but when it comes down to it, he is willing to do all the tough things, and that whole team and organization support him being one of the best players in the league, and he is willing to do it every single time. He'll take the good, he'll take the bad, but he definitely will take over a game when you need it. And that kind of mental toughness is why they're going to the finals. So that's why Jimmy Butler is one of the best players in the league, and he's been outperforming most players in the playoffs by himself. He's definitely one of the tops, and I think this NBA Finals is gonna be great. That's it for today's video. Again, like, subscribe to our channel so you can keep getting great content all the time. It will really help us out. And I would like to know for you, do you think Jimmy Butler has a chance to win MVP of the finals? What's your thoughts? Hit me up in the comments below.